Hey guys, we had this CEP all the way down here. Joe, I did a $28, but I was making breakfast. All right, Joe, I'm kidding, man. Yeah, just leave it alone for now. Don't touch it now. All right, guys. There's always a trade in the market. Always. For an upside, for a downside, whatever it is you are looking for, there's always one. All right, always, always, always. All right, so let's finish this week with a bang. Is it a bang or is it a boom? Which one is it now? I keep getting confused. This kind of thing. Gun fishing, CP, your winner yesterday. Yeah, it was crazy move, definitely. Gun fishing, yeah. Is it a bang? Okay, Joe. Getting a nice pull here. Look at this pull right now on CP, right? Boom. Yeah. All right, so let's go over. What was that, Condense?
I don't think I can sell CEP. Short it. I don't think I could short it.
Right. I think we had the yesterday. I saw we had the shorts on it.
You may have.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't have it.
Right. All right,
Usually, if I have it, they have it on offer in the pre-market, and once cash session happens, like they're all gone, but there's nothing available.
Right.
But today's the day for selling. So anyway, can't win them all.
No. All right, did we get any tweets this morning? Really? Nobody tweets anything? So does that mean you are not having a good time, or are you having a good time? Are you waking up with the left foot or the what is it? Which one? Which leg is it you need to wake up with for having a good day? There is a leg you're waking up with, right? Left leg or right leg? Right leg?
I think so.
So if you wake up with the right leg, you're having a good time?
If you wake up with the right leg, what does that exactly mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
I hope you wake up with both your legs. Like, is the left one missing in that scenario?
I don't.
Just trying to figure it out.
Wrong side of the bed. Oh, wrong side. Good side. All right, got it. Keep an eye on those resistance lines. Hello. We break, we push. What was that?
I think I might play options today just for the heck of it.
Don't do it.
Just for something different. I started this yesterday. I'm like, I think I might do it again.
Don't do it. Oh. Morning banker.
Get ready here. Where are we at? 466. 60. 68.
All right, guys. Sage is in the room. Morning, AJ. Now trade well. Read the notes very carefully and let the trade come to you. I'm out. All right.
All right. I'm ready. Oh my God.
All right, guys. let's start with give me a minute. What's your resistance lines, all right? Just a minute. All right, I'm back. Is my mic working? Mic working? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Working. Yep,
All right.
you betcha.
All right. Thanks, Anita. All right, let's get started. Starting with SPY. So what do we have here on SPY? Look how pretty it is at the support and resistance level, right? So let's see if we're gonna push through that resistance line up there for another move up on the market. Want to break over here? Push it. Next resistance will be that 549 area before we're gonna push it higher up to. Next resistance would be all the way up to 550, 550.67. All right, on SPY. So let's see if we're gonna break over that resistance up here. Let's see what else we have. Tesla. Beautiful setup on Tesla as well. Beautiful flag, making a nice double bottom here. What's this one to break over your flag here? So if we got the flag, the trend line flag here on Tesla, first resistance you're gonna come up to would be that 263, 815 area before you can push it higher. All right. Next one would be 265. All right. So what else do we have? Nvidia. Nvidia. Same kind of setup, just like SPY, right? Choppy, choppy, choppy before that resistance area. So let's see if it has the momentum to push through that resistance of 107.25 for a push up. Next resistance you're going to find would be all the way up at, what is that? That is all the way up here at 109.55. It's your next resistance up there on Nvidia today. All right, other ones that made a beautiful move this morning in pre-market was this MSTR. So right now MSTR hit that resistance up here, beautiful break of the flag, nice push, coming down to the first level of support here on MSTR. Well done, Ken Dance, on shorting this MSTR. So let's see if it's going to hold that support, break over your trendline flag here, push it over that resistance, and go even higher. Next resistance you have on it would be that 359 up here. 359, that's your next resistance. Other ones, PLTR, that made a beautiful move yesterday, if you guys remember. Holding right now, making a little bit, almost a double bottom. I like the trendline flag you have created here. So what's this trendline flag on PLTR to break through that resistance here for a push? Now be careful with the flag because you need to break over resistance. All right. So your resistance you want to break through would be that 10. That's your first resistance. 108.88 is your first resistance area. You want to break through here for this one to push up to the next resistance of 109. What is that? 109.52. Right? That's your next resistance on PLTR. Another one that made a beautiful move yesterday was this APP. Beautiful flag on APP. So let's see if this one's gonna. It's trying already to break over your trendline flag here. It is trying. You're coming up, hitting that. What the? This I have never seen before. what? What are you doing? All right, this is not working as intended. All right, so you have this trendline flag is coming up to and touching right now. Be careful of the spreads on this one. The resistance you want to break on APP would be all the way up here at 277.90. What is that? 95. That's your first resistance you want to break through for a push up on APP. Let's see what else we have. This APP made a nice move, this Chinese stocks yesterday. Not APP, sorry, PDD. I was confused those ones, and I've already made huge mistakes on them. Um, Holding support here for now. This is your support on a PDD. Right now, holding it very, very pretty. What's this one to break above your resistance so you can get a push on it? All right, so what's this resistance here at the 102.41 to break through and push? Don't let it break over and break under, right? Break through and stay above and push, not pop over and pull. None of them, okay? None of them. Apple, nice double bottoming coming down here on Apple. Beautiful setup on Apple as well, coming down, hitting support here right now on Apple. So your first resistance would be all the way up here, and that resistance point would be that 20660. 20660 is the first resistance you want to break. Beautiful flag on it. So let's see if you're gonna break through, give us that curl for an upside move right now. Still a little bit on the heavy side, okay? Just a little bit, no curl on it yet. So just be patient. Don't rush into anything. The most important thing is that we're gonna get that SPY to break over that resistance, because the SPY can easily come up to that resistance point and say, nah, nah, I'm not gonna push through, and then pull. All right. So be careful with this kind of setup that SPY is not gonna push through. Very, very important that we get that SPY to break through and push, not come up here and say no. Okay? Because if that's going to happen, they're going to take everything down with it. So you're going to break support lines and pull. All right. So that's why we have that SPY up every single day. Yeah. CVNA, Carvana. I was talking to Candence about this one the other day, that it is making a topping up here because Carvana made already a beautiful move. So what's this if you're going to get that curl, break under and pull on Carvana? All right. Is it today? Well, right now we are still holding support. It's not breaking support. All right. This is your support line here, and it's holding it and flagging at the same time. All right. Beautiful flag here. So let's see if we're going to get a little bit of a push on it. So maybe the topping is not there today. If we're going to get just a little bit higher on Carvana, you're going to come up and create a beautiful head and shoulder. Maybe that's where we want to take that Carvana, right? Up to that head and shoulder up there before we can dump it. But definitely keep an eye on it because it already made a beautiful move. All right, CEP. This one made a nice little move here. Right now, we are a little bit on the heavy side, all right? So we're not going to touch it before it's going to break through resistance line for an upside move on CEP. Now, Google with earnings. Right now, we are holding support here. We are not letting it go right now. This is your support line on Google, but it's not giving you any kind of a curl either. All right, so you have this trend line here on your Candance. Are you in here? All right, so you have this trend line, but you want to see this one break over your resistance. And the first resistance would be this 160, 168, 168.25 is the first line of resistance you want to break through. So be careful with breaking over the flag. It might come up to resistance and being denied access and then pull again. All right. So definitely keep an eye on the resistance up here and your support down here. We're gonna get a curl and see if we can push it through that resistance for an upside move. The other one, any other ones? Any other ones? Let's see what do we have here. We got QCOM is showing up here. QCOM. Uh, yeah. Well, it's holding. It's not breaking under our support lines, flagging for more upside move on QCOM. AMAT, uh, nice flag for more. So let's see if we're gonna break over resistance and push. Amazon, the same kind of thing, holding base here, making a double bottom, right? You see this beautiful double bottom here on your Amazon, right? And look at this beautiful flag. So you want to see this one break above your first resistance of 188. I think it's 188. Let me see. It's 18780. 18780 is your first resistance. You want to push through for an upside move on it, all right? On Amazon. Kendance, remember we were talking about the channels yesterday? Look how many beautiful channels we have all around, right? Yep. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look at this spy already made a move. And guys, you can already be in it. You don't need to wait for the bell, right? You don't need to wait for the bell. You should already be in it now. Yeah. So keep an eye on the next resistance you're gonna find on your Tesla. Gonna get that push. All right. Move your stops. Do not let anything pull you. Amazon and your spy. Nice push. All right. Does anybody else have any other ticker? Any other thing you guys want to talk about? All right, so let me see what the people over there on YouTube are saying. If anybody's in there, who's in there, and what are you saying? Mhm. Uh, Doug, finished with a bang. Got it. I never heard of this term with the legs. I'm sorry, Dean. George, have we reached the bottom of the market? It appears to prior to 2 weeks have only been upside move. Well, we're gonna see the upside move once we have a deal with the tariff, or if the Fed start printing money. All right. If the presses start printing money again, we're gonna see an upside move. So keep an eye on what the Fed is doing and what they're gonna call it. They do not need to call it a QE or Q2 or Q15, right? They can use another name for it. So it's spinning it around. So because people don't like the QE so much, they feel like it's negative. So they might use another name for it for the same thing. All right. Papa, um, often you speak of support and resistance. Can you explain these in greater details? Oh, Papa, we are doing this, man, every day in Discord room. That's why we have the Discord room, because we have all those seminars in there, how to do this and how to do that, and right. It has been a good week. Stay green. Thanks. Well done, Dave. Theseus, Google and Play today. Yeah, keep an eye on Google. We talked about what's that resistance point. If you're gonna push through for an upside move on it, then keep an eye on your support. All right. Google rocket up. Uh, Jedi seems to be pulling. Yeah, just giving you a little bit of a pullback. Watch your resistance, okay? On Google. Intel continues to decline. Is still worth. No, it's not. Intel is very Virgil. Intel has no range in it. Very lousy range. Yeah. Very lousy range. So look how SPY now is hitting that resistance up here, right? We need to push through. We don't want to see Intel being pushed off, pushed on the side and say, no, SPY, you cannot push through. All right. So definitely keep an eye on that SPY. Yeah, guys. And I mean, the Discord that we are in, what is the Discord name? Let me see. This is where we are all day long, guys. And we are talking about so many things, setups. We are talking about web seminars. We are talking about and doing everything um, in here. So this is the Discord we're in, guys. All right, let's get started. We have less than a minute. Get ready, get set, pull your sleeves up.
Up, everyone.
Yes. Nice push on PDD. Broke over resistance. APP not giving us any kind of curl yet. So SPY is trying to push here. This is where you want to push that SPY above and stay above it. Nice push on Tesla. Here we go. Boom. Coming up to the next resistance. So let's see if we're going to push through it. Come on, Tesla. Push through. Push through. Come. Push. Push. Careful with that SPY, all right? Amazon hitting support. SPY is not very happy with that resistance. We are still not pushing through that line. Sticking out its nose one. Stay above
Apple
it.
long, 95%. Check out that candle, Janny.
On which one?
Apple, AAPL.
Apple.
Check that out.
Got it. Boom. Yeah, beautiful, man. Well done. Beautiful push on Apple. Beautiful push on the PDD. Tesla. Carvana, but the spreads on Carvana are nasty. Come on. Push through, man. Push through and stay above it. Come on. Come on. Stay above. Stay and push. Stay and push. Tesla is having a little bit of issues here. We got the initial push on Tesla. Doesn't want to push through that resistance area. Look at the Nvidia coming down to support, hitting it right now. Tesla, look at this pull right now.
Out Intel long, 95%. I'd like to see it get just over 20 and then pull back down. They did not have impressive numbers yesterday.
Got it. Thanks, Kajura. Remember what I said about Tesla. If it's not going to put the SPY, if it's not going to push over that resistance, it's going to take everything down with it. All right. And that's what we are seeing right now. We are not being successful in the upside move.
Out Tesla short, 95%. We're at 260. Needs to hold here. Maybe we get a little bit of a pop near WAP, but this is a good, at least for me, good first setup for it.
All right. So we are not getting that SPY to push through. That's why everything is pulling right now. It doesn't matter what. All right. Everything is giving us a pullback.
All right, out 95% of your Tesla long, you're back at WAP. So we're in the decision. We've had a moderated push and pull, but they've been violent. So locking your profits. She's trying to set up something for the day. So wait and see what that is. Let it be revealed. Let the trade
I do
come to
not
you, Jan.
trust that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Guys, I do not trust that SPY right now. Do not trust that SPY. So be cautious with that SPY, what it's doing, all right? We can easily see a pullback on it.
Out more IN or Intel long. We got that pretty good bounce here, about 60 cents. If it got over 222, that would be a problem. But I'm going to start layering back into some shorts here if I see some volume pick up on it.
Yeah, just don't trust that SPY right now, Kajura.
Trust nothing, Janny.
What did Mulder say?
Trust no one, Mr. Mulder.
Trust no one, Mrs. Mulder. Got it.
Out of Apple long, looking for it to get up to around 208.51. If it can get over the 208.72, it's got room up to 209.52. But you have a pretty good push up here, so I'm looking for pullbacks here and there, see if they can hold, and then buy into them.
Look how much different today is compared to yesterday. Huh? Yesterday was a crazy, crazy move. Today, not so much. You need to be more cautious today. All right. We are not getting the push that we are looking for. Nice little push on MSTR though, coming up to the next resistance up here. MSTR next resistance will be that 361.10. Right now it says less holding. Nvidia coming up to the second level of resistance up here.
All right, Apple coming up to that second marker. I was telling you the 208.39. 208.72 is probably a little bit firmer resistance. Then you're followed by 209.52.
Nvidia between support and resistance having a little bit issues. Tesla's coming up, hitting it again. Amazon coming up to resistance and hitting that one.
Taking off a bit more of Tesla long here. You're back at higher day. Needs to push through on continued volume.
Kajora, your Apple is hitting resistance here. Apple hitting the next resistance here at what is that? 208.42.
Yeah,
Nice
I had
push.
208.39, then 208.72, followed by my highest one, unless we really had some news to propel it, would be 209.
There you go. Move your stops. Still do not trust that SPY. Nvidia coming down, hitting support here. Testing that support right now.
Take some more off Tesla long here. I'd like to see it really pull back and base a little bit before you really get too crazy with it long.
Yeah. Just one push. Come on, Tesla. One more push. One more push. Be a good girl. Move your stop. Start taking profit off. Come on. One more push. Come on. All right. Hitting the next resistance here on Tesla. Take some profit off. All right. Leave some on the table and see if we can push it through. Move your stops up.
Tesla needs about another 50 cents to hit my next upward PT. Then it's got to pull back, build up strength, push through. The 265.50 is my ish area, the area I'd really like to see it punch through on volume.
Yeah. Nvidia still trying to hold. Careful with that SPY. All right. Do not trust it because SPY can easily get this one to break on the support and pull, and it's gonna break your Nvidia down. Amazon came up to resistance, doesn't want to push through. Look at this pullback we are getting right now on SPY. Taking down the Tesla.
All right, out 95% of your Tesla short here. Don't forget, Janie, at 10 o'clock, we got the University of Michigan report. Consumer sentiment.
Yeah, that's an important one. Michigan is quite important.
All right, take off 95% of your Tesla long here. You're bouncing through the current 38 daily support, and you got up to the 23. You see where it's trying to fluctuate between here. So it's trying to establish direction.
Right, SPY is trying to break under our support line. That is exactly what we did not want us to happen. Is this because if this one breaks now and start pulling, right, it's gonna take everything down with it. So be cautious now.
Take
Tesla's
off a little
coming
bit
up
more
and
Tesla
retesting.
long here. You're back at high a day, basically.
Yeah. Damn, coming up to resist doesn't want to push through, man.
Hey, Janie.
Bastards. Yeah.
For whatever it's worth, I get a lot of you guys don't pew pew, but watching Tesla here, these candles are irregular. So these are algo moves. These aren't volume moves or people buying and selling. These are what I would call fraudulent candles.
Yep. Thanks, Kajura. What a beautiful move on. Let me see that the Apple again. So Apple right now is still stuck at that resistance area, testing it again, again. It doesn't want to push through, but beautiful move on it. Another one that made a beautiful move is this PDD, right? Broke over resistance. Nice push coming up to the next resistance here, 104 on PDD. Nice move. Another one that made a nice move would be that Carvana, with the spreads was wide on this one, especially at the open. Amazon is testing support here again, trying to break under. So let's see what Apple wants to do. Are you going to get a pullback, or right now we are just stuck up here? We need to break through that resistance. Right now, Tesla is coming up, hitting resistance, coming down, hitting support, resistance, support, resistance, support. Cannot make up its mind right now. Nice push on coin we are getting right now. Coin broke over resistance, giving us a little bit of a push. Another one is this MSTR. Broke over the next resistance. We have another resistance all the way up here. Don't let it break down on you. Look how it came up to resist. It held that support on the pullback and pushed up again. Apple trying to break over resistance here. Don't let it break under your support. It needs to hold that support line. Push higher. Don't let it break under. Just like like Tesla, right? It's holding that support. You want to push through. Don't let it break.
Hey, Jenny, check out Google from yesterday's
Google.
close to the post market high. We're closing in on the 61% retrace here at basically 103.04. So we're only a couple, like 50 cents away or whatever. So, might be looking for a little bit of a bounce here coming into it.
This is the typical move that we're talking about so many times, guys, right? Look at the trend line flag, right? You're breaking over and you are thinking, oh, it's going to push, right? You broke over the flag and coming up to that resistance point straight away, boom, right? And doesn't want to push through. And that's how you are losing money, right? That's why those resistance lines are the most important thing. The most important, the resistance lines, right? But look how Google breaking down now and starting to pull even lower. With SPY coming down and pulling, like we're doing right now. That's why I was saying I do not trust that SPY. Don't trust it. It's not like yesterday, right? Taking things down with it. Yeah. So right now, Apple is still holding here. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Got 10 minutes to the Michigan sediment report.
10 minutes. So let's see if we're gonna get a deeper pull on the market with that Michigan coming out. Right now, everything is a little bit on the heavy side, especially that SPY. Like to see that SPY come all the way down to support. Candence is riding a pony. Well done, Candence.
Take off 95% of your Tesla short here. You just punched through the current daily 61, coming back down near that 260 area.
Yep. And you can thank that SPY for all of this right now. Pulls we are getting. Nice pull on MSTR as well. BA is making a little bit of a topping here. BA.
7 minutes till the report. Take off some more Tesla short here. You come down to the 78 retrace.
Thanks, Tajura.
You're also getting a near the emotional component of the 260. Jenny, I'm watching Google here to kind of bounce a little bit in a key area.
Google. Hmm. Oh, this one is between my support lines right now, Petjora. I have a support at 163.35, and your resistance it broke is 166.05.
Get out
Google.
95% of your Tesla long here. I suspect you'll see a lot of things kind of pushing closer to WAP. We're only about 5.5 minutes away from the University of Michigan report.
Let's see what SPY wants to do here. My support is a little bit lower. Kajora, did anybody in YouTube wants to is interested in joining us in Discord or not? Nice pop. Getting a little bit of a pop there.
Take off a little bit more of Tesla long here. You're almost back to WAP, and again, you're you're basically 4 minutes away from the report.
DC is gonna. He has what 5 days left.
Say that again, Janie.
DC has 5 days left at his work. 5 days, so he's done working. So he's gonna be 100% in here. 5 more days. Come on, Spy, get it down there. Get it down there to the support. Come on. Come on, Spy. Come on, Spy. Be a good girl. Come on.
2 minutes, Janie,
What?
until the report. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, guys, get ready. 2 minutes. All right, here we go. So let's see if we're gonna get a move now. All right, they're trying to do something right now. Remember, we need to break above resistance for an upside move, right?
Overall positive results from U of M report, although the 1 year was lower than expected. The rest was positive. So maybe you could say it was mixed.
Positive, huh? Well, nice little pop we are getting here right now. Come on, Spy, push through, man. Push through. Google is also hitting resistance here.
Out Tesla long 95%. Man, I went to go use the facility. What happened?
Nice move. Boom.
I ain't gonna complain about that.
Nvidia hitting the next resistance here. SPY still trying to break over. So is Google.
IONQ.
Yep, I see it. IONQ, nice pump. $31. Damn. IONQ
Janie, you hear me?
showing up. Yeah, I hear you. It's right there on the scanner.
Okay.
IONQ
Just checking,
together
man.
with BBAI, SOUN. Beautiful move on SOUN as well. MSTX, CORZ, FLG. Damn. Yeah, very pretty. Coming up to the next resistance on IONQ. This is the line of resistance on it. Nice push on Tesla. Slowly coming up to the next resistance on Tesla. Slowly coming up here. This is your next resistance you are hitting right now. Almost there on Tesla. Almost there. Coming up here, you need to take some profit off, all right? Leave some on the table and see if you can push it through that resistance now on Tesla. Come on. Take some profit on Tesla and leave some on the table and see if you can push it through now, all right? IONQ hitting resistance here. IONQ hitting that resistance right now. Next resistance we have on Tesla is, what is that? That is at 270 spot. What is it? 270 spot 30?
Janie, I'm looking for a
Point
Tesla.
double eight.
Excuse me. Pull back a little
Yep,
bit here
yep.
so you can re-add into
Hey.
it. Try to push up like I think you were just saying the 270-ish area.
Yeah, my next resistance is a little bit higher here. So it's up here at the 270 spot 17. But definitely take some profit. Move your stops and all that. Look how IONQ hit resistance, giving us a pullback, right? IONQ. Beautiful. Guys, what comes up can always, you can always trade it on the downside, right? Take things down.
All right, I'm getting out some more Tesla long here. You're approaching the emotional 270. Japan-based media outlet is reporting these alleged conversations are fraudulent.
What conversations with China?
Yes.
So they were saying to us they are talking with China, and that's a lie? Oh, that's crazy, man. One more breath on Tesla, and we're gonna hit that next resistance. All right, so we came all the way up to that resistance point here on Tesla. Buy, breaking on the support again. All right, so keep an eye on this IONQ. I mean, it has beautiful veins in it. So it came up to hit that resistance. Look at those pull we are getting right now. It's by 10. Well, be careful with this violent pulls, all right? Right now, SPY is trying to come down, and we still have that support. We need to break on SPY for a downside move.
All right, sorry about that, Janie. I take a couple phone calls. I'm back now.
All right, don't worry about it. Anybody else? Any questions?
All right, Tesla came down and hit the 23 retracement and then popped off it immediately. So let's see if we get some support push back up, or do we come on down to the current daily 38, which is 266.70. Taking 95% of the Tesla long off here. We're back at the 270. Let's see if we can hold it and push it. Too high a day.
Yeah, SPY is holding. SPY is holding. Tesla came down, support held it. So let's see what SPY wants to do. We're still a little bit on the heavy side. Right now, Tesla is making a double top here. All right, Kajora,
Yeah, man.
nice trades we had this morning. Nice trades. Quite a few small tickers running this morning. Look at this one, UPXI today again, right? UPXI. Look at this one. Nice move coming up to resistance here. So look for a last breath out of this UPXI. Last breath. This one has beautiful rains in it. Candence, Anita, Dina, Kajora, Ken, Param, Casper, UPXI. So you are coming up to resistance here on UPXI. This is the last breath. You can make one more extension, one more pop, and then you're gonna use that support line to break and pull on UPXI for a downside move. And what you want to see is a break under your support line. And this is your first line of support that you want to break. NVIDIA testing support. SPY is trying to break under. PXI, UPXI. So let's see if it's gonna break under that support so we can get that pull on it on your short side. NVIDIA is holding support here. Tesla is still grinding at this resistance, doesn't know what it wants to do right now. See if we can get one more push out of it and take it up to the next resistance. That would be so much better. Come on. Just a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Come on. One more push. Hmm. All right, Gajora.
Yes, sir.
Nice moves we had this morning. Well done. You can stop streaming now.